Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to work on Guided Class Practice 103A. So it asks us to draw a 3-inch line segment for your name. So we're going to look over here and it says inches. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We're going to put it down, put our finger on it so it doesn't move. Oops. And then we're going to draw a 3-inch line segment and put our names on it. It's good practice for when we all come back to school. Our date is going to be, our day is Monday, and our date is April 27th, 2020. Our tally marks is going to be 23. So make them small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There we go. So write the number 93 2 more times. Your 9 starts at the top and works its way down. Starts at the top, everyone, and works its way down. 93. 93. How many digits are on the line? Let's count by twos, count in pairs. 2, 4, 6. 6 numbers. Kayla has 3 dimes and 2 pennies. Let's put them here. 1, 2, 3 dimes and 2 pennies. So let's count the dimes. They count by tens. So 10, 20, 30. And then we have 2 ones. So 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. Parents, if your kids are struggling with this, it's easy enough just to grab a couple of dimes, few dimes, and have kids counting by tens, and then throw in a few pennies, or even just pretend pennies. Even just use buttons and pretend that they're pennies if you don't happen to have any pennies anymore, because we just don't use them anymore. So, Tricia has 2 dimes and 5 pennies. So 2 dimes, 1, 2, and then 5 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we know we count dimes. We count by tens when we count dimes. So let's count them. 10, 20, and then when we count pennies, we count by ones. So 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. She has 25 cents. I should put the cents in. Okay, the girls put their money together. Ooh. So if you're putting things all together, you are adding them. So you have 2 plus 5, which is 7. And you have a 3 plus 2, which is 5. Now, how many dimes do they have? You could add them up here. 3 dimes plus 2 dimes is 5 dimes. How many pennies do they have? 2 pennies plus 5 pennies is 7 pennies. How much money is that? Well, you know here is 57 cents, 57 pennies. 57 cents altogether, not pennies, because there's dimes there too. So, now we'll move down. Sorry, guys. Move down to here. The children in Miss Ellie's class chose their favorite donuts. Oh, I wish we were together. I'd buy you guys all donuts. 3 children chose chocolate donuts. I'm going to fill it in with color. Let me see. 3 children chose chocolate donuts. So let's color in 1, 2, and 3. We all know what a graph is. We were using them at the beginning of the year for our weather chart, so you know what a graph is. 6 children chose jelly donuts. Let's use a different color. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got carried away there. And finally, 4 children chose cinnamon donuts. So let's color. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now, it says fill in the graph, which we've done, to show how many donuts, how many children chose each type of donut. So now we've filled that in and we know. What was the favorite donut? That means which donut had the most children choosing it. If you said jelly donut, you were right. Jelly starts with a J-E-L-L-Y. And you should all be able to spell it because the word is right there. Okay? How many more children, here's we're going to compare by using the word more. How many more children chose jelly than chose cinnamon? So here's the jelly and here's the cinnamon. So there's 1 pair, so they cancel out. 2 pairs, they cancel out. 3 pairs cancel out. 4 pairs. How many are left over? So that would show you how many more children chose jelly than chose cinnamon. And I see that there are 2. So I will write that in there and I would be right. Draw. Oh, here we go. We're getting into dozens. This is new, boys and girls. Moms and dads, you can help with this idea of dozen by showing them eggs or showing them, a dozen buns or a dozen anything. Have them go out in the yard and collect a dozen rocks. Get them into using the word 12 and dozen as the same thing. Okay, so draw a dozen eggs. Let's do this. A dozen is, you're right, boys and girls, a dozen is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I don't have brown, boys and girls, so I'm going to color them black. But you guys should have brown, so color them brown, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many eggs did you color black? Well, black or brown. I colored 6. So how many eggs are in a half a dozen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are in a half a dozen. So it says color the pennies brown. Again, if you don't really know the difference between a nickel and a penny, in American money, don't fret, we're not American. So we're going to just look at them. This one is a nickel. This one here says 5 cents, so we know that's a nickel. This one again looks like this one, so it's a nickel. This one says 5 cents. This one looks like that one, and it's a nickel too. And this one says 1 cent. So I'm gonna color it red because that's what I have. Now it asks, how much money is this, of course? So we're gonna label it so we don't forget. That's a 5 cent or a nickel, 5 cent or a nickel, and that's 1 cent or a penny. Now let's add them together. Let's count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26. All right, boys and girls, you can now do class fact practice, side 103B. That's the other side. And you can work on class fact practice 103A. These are your fact practices. And 103B. If you guys are spending more than about 15 or 20 minutes on these sheets, please take a break and just do what you can, okay? We will catch you up at the end of all of this. So have a really great Monday. Talk to you later.